What's going on, YouTubers? Connor back at you with another great video. So for those of you looking to get into cryptocurrency trading, get in on some of this madness. I mean, there's really never been a better time. Cryptocurrency is definitely here to stay, without a doubt. So while it's still hot and, in continuing to boom, why not get in and ride the wave out and make some money? And what better way to do that than get into probably the best cryptocurrency trading platform that's out there. Now, everybody's always got, different, platforms that meet their needs better, but essentially Binance, in my opinion, and many others, is probably one of the best cryptocurrency trading platforms. So if you're trying to get into the cryptocurrency trading realm and world, the link is in the description of this video below. You can go ahead and sign up at Binance. Okay, so why choose Binance? Binance has basically some of the lowest trading fees when it comes to actually placing trades. So you're going to save a lot of money in the long term when choosing something like Binance for trading, because the commissions for trading are so low. And if you started trading and you've been into the trading world for quite some time, you know as well as I do, the commissions can really eat up some of your profit in the long term. Okay, so again, Binance has really, really low commissions. They have an extremely big variety of different cryptocurrencies that you can actually trade on their platform, so that's a bonus. And just all around, they have a pretty good platform as far as their trading software and trading platform goes, and the layout of it. So I've never had any problems executing orders. So for the most part, all around good experience trading on Binance thus far, and really low commissions. So let's go ahead and take a look at Binance in a whole. We're going to kind of cover the basics of their homepage, and then we're going to hop into a little bit of their actual trading page and what it kind of looks like, where you can place orders and whatnot. We're not going to dive too deep into the different order types or what the market depth means, but we're really going to give you the overview so that way you can better educate yourself on which platform you kind of want to choose. And then in later videos, I'll give you more description and more detail and some of the stuff that goes into Binance. So if you haven't or you don't know who I am already, thank you for tuning into my channel. If you want, you can like and subscribe. I do a lot of stock trading, and cryptocurrency is just another way to add on to top of some of that income and create a separate stream of income different from stock trading, essentially. So with no further ado, looking at the homepage of Binance, what are you looking at? If you're just getting into this world of trading, it can be very kind of scary and intimidating, but let's break it down. All you're seeing up here on this top little the top bar right here, you could say these different categories, or whatever you want to call them, these different ticker symbols. You'll see BNB. Just follow my cursor. BNB, TRX, ARN, XRP. These are just all some different currencies that are being traded. Okay, that's simply all they are. They're just different currencies that are being traded throughout, right? They're just very common currencies that are being traded right now. That's why they're displayed on the top. That's really all you need to know. Nothing really more than that. But where it gets a little bit more complex is when you go just below that on the homepage and you're looking here at the markets. Let me explain this. There's a couple different markets on Binance, okay? You have the BNB markets, you have the BTC markets, and you have the Ethereum markets, and the US markets, or sorry, US dollar, USDT markets. So what does this all mean? Well, aside from trading stocks, when you're trading cryptocurrencies or you're trading any currency, you're trading it in pairs, which means you're buying one currency against another, okay? You can't just go in and buy a currency. It just doesn't work that way. You're always buying one currency against another currency. In like stocks, when you're trading stocks, you can just go in and buy as many shares of a company. You can go and buy shares of a company, and if the price increases, then great, you make money. But in currency world, you can't just go and buy a currency. You have to buy a currency and trade it against another currency. That's just the way it works, okay? So BNB, BTC, and Ethereum, and then USDT. BNB, you're thinking, what is that? What are all these different markets? Well, BNB is just Binance's, or Binance.com, or the trading platform that you may be considering signing up with. Binance has its own cryptocurrency, and that's what we're abbreviating as BNB. So they have the BNB markets, or the Binance cryptocurrency trading markets. So essentially, if you're trading in the BNB markets, you're really just trading any currency against Binance's currency. Okay, if you move over and you're in the BTC markets and you buy any cryptocurrency in here, you're really just trading any cryptocurrency against the Bitcoin currency. And if you move again to the right, you're trading Ethereum. You're trading any cryptocurrency against the Ethereum currency. Okay, move again to the right. and you have the USDT markets. USDT, now here's where it gets a little kind of not tricky, but interesting, right? Because remember how I said all currencies are traded against a currency, which is true. But when you take the big name currencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, and Litecoin and Bitcoin Cash, these currencies you're allowed to take your US dollars and buy them, right? So I can take US dollars, convert it to Bitcoin, and now I own Bitcoin. So let's say I wanted to buy the cryptocurrency Ripple. I would not be able to take my US dollars, convert it to Ripple, and then own Ripple. It doesn't work that way. You have to first go through the mothership of cryptocurrencies, for lack of better words. You have to go through kind of home base. And home base is on Binance is Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, NEO, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash. So you'll have to take your US dollars. You'll have to buy one of these major cryptocurrencies. So once you take your US dollars and then you buy, say, Bitcoin, you now own Bitcoin. So now you can go to the BTC markets. Now that you own Bitcoin, you can go to the Bitcoin markets and go, oh, I'm going to take my Bitcoin and I'm going to buy Ripple because I have Bitcoin and now I can buy Bitcoin, I can use my Bitcoin and buy Ripple. Okay, that's how it works, the currency trading world. You have to own a certain coin before you can trade the other coin. So just so you know, you can't take your money and go and buy every single cryptocurrency out there. You first must convert it to a major traded cryptocurrency, something like Bitcoin, something like Ethereum, and then you can buy these different alternative coins known as altcoins, okay? So really all you're looking at on this homepage is the different offered markets of cryptocurrencies that are allowed to be traded on Binance. And they have a huge variety, and Binance is a very well-known and very trusted trading platform, and that's why I recommend signing up with them. Again, the link is in the description of the video to get signed up. Okay, you also have the favorites. Favorites is your favorite. It basically means you can track, right? If I come in here and enter XRP, right, you can track whatever you can track whatever cryptocurrency you want. You just have to make it your favorite. So if we go into BNB right here, or you go into the BTC markets, you can hit this little star. You should be able to hit the star. There it goes. So now it just loaded. It's going to take me to a different page here, and I'm going to go back for a second. So let's get out of here. We're going to get to here in a second. So let's go back to the home page. So I favorited BCD. So under favorites, it will now track this one. So you can go into whatever market you want, and then you can favorite these ones. And this is basically you building your watch list. Or say you invested in any of these cryptocurrencies, you can then favorite them so that you can keep them on a really easy spot, which means you come into the home page, you look under favorites, and then there are your favorites. So those are the currencies that you're invested in, so you can keep a quick eye on them to track if they're going up or they're going down. And that's basically how you create your watch list on Binance. All right, so that's basically the home page. And the home page will be laid out such that it trades in the pairs. So you can see which cryptocurrency you're looking at, their pricing, their 24-hour change, whether they've gone up 10% in the past 24 hours or they've gone down 10% in the past 24 hours. They'll give you the 24-hour high, in which the highest that the price reached in 24 hours, and then they'll give you the 24-hour low, and the price at which it reached, or lowest that it reached in 24 hours. And then on the far right is the 24-hour volume, which is very, very important to understand, and we'll get into that in later videos. But the 24-hour volume basically tracks the amount of volume that any given currency has traded within the past 24 hours. Similar to stock trading, we want to trade the stocks that are trading on very high volume. It's kind of similar. It's a little bit different, but kind of similar to the cryptocurrency world. The higher the volume, 24-hour volume, the more heavily that thing has been traded, okay? That doesn't mean that if it's trading on super high volume that it's the best one to trade. Okay, because, you know, what if the thing took off, right, and now everyone's trading it, it could start selling off. And we can get into all this stuff in later videos, but that's basically it. That's what the 24-hour volume is telling you, how much of that currency has been traded in the past 24 hours. Now, let's kind of jump into the actual trading aspect of it. So they have the exchange. When you go to exchange, this is where you actually go to buy and sell. Okay, so you have your basic and you have advanced. Okay, so basic is what it sounds. It's a more basic version of their trading platform. Okay, so you go in here and it's going to look like this, and I'll give you a brief rundown. Again, we have the pricing, we have the 24-hour change, 24-hour high, 24-hour low, and 24-hour volume. Okay, this is a basic chart. I'm going to go into the advanced feature because the basic is as it sounds, it's basic, okay? When you go into the advanced feature, you have a little bit more tweaking around you can do to kind of better fit your style, okay? So on the left here, right, this is kind of what we would call level 2 in terms of stock trading. So what you call it in the cryptocurrency world is basically a level 2. I mean, there is really nothing else you can really call it other than level 2. This is basically showing you where the buyers and where the sellers are at, right? In terms of pricing, right? So this will show you how many, coins are trying to be bought at this price, how many coins are trying to be sold at this price. Okay, so this gives you an idea as far as where the buyers and where the sellers are. Okay, over here is just a little description, a little box tracking all the different cryptocurrencies, so you can kind of keep a close eye on them. Like we said before, you have your favorites list. This is all it is just a little section that shows you all the different cryptocurrencies being traded. If you go below this, then you'll have the trade history. Trade history is a timestamp. It basically is telling you how many coins were bought or sold at any given time. It's just a timestamp, a record keeper, so that you can know, when people are buying and when people are selling, essentially. And as you can see right now, it's kind of balanced, where you can see there's people buying and a lot of people selling, and it's showing you the amount of coin or how many coins were bought or sold at the given time, okay? And then below this, you have the actual option to buy it, right? So in this area right here, you can actually go in to buy it. So you can kind of come in here and say you want to buy, I don't know, maybe 15, right? Or whatever the case may be, however much you're trying to buy, you could simply hit buy and it would go through, okay? They have limit, they have market, they have stop limit. I will cover these in later videos, but this is where you would actually go to buy your different currencies, okay? Now let's go into the go into the advanced feature. Advanced is exactly how it sounds. It's a little bit more advanced. Okay, so it may take a little bit longer to load. 1 second. So as you can see, it looks a little bit better and a little bit cleaner. So in my opinion, I don't ever mess around with the basic feature. I am always on advanced. From here, you can go in and you can change your different time frames. You can change it from candlesticks. You can change it to the bar charts, whatever you choose. Personally, me, I like candlesticks, so I will always have my charts set on candlesticks. Okay, you can go in and you can track it on the 1 minute. You can go in, you can track the price action on a 15-minute time frame. So from here, you can change around the different time frames. You could even look at it on a daily chart. You can look at it on a 12-hour chart, right? So this is what it looks like on a daily chart. So essentially, this advanced feature gives you the option to go into different time frames so you can analyze the currency better to understand where you may want to buy and where you may want to sell. Okay. Over here, like I said before, this is kind of the level 2. This is showing you how many coins are trying to be purchased or sold at any given price. And then here is the trade history, the timestamp of how many coins were bought and sold at any given time period. Okay, if we scroll down just a little bit on the page, or maybe I have to move this here, move this over, this is where you go to put in your orders, okay? So first you must own, or in this situation, we're in the BTC market. You see how it says BTC right here? We're in the Bitcoin market. So in order for me to buy the currency BCD, I must first own Bitcoin, okay? And if that's the case, I can come down here, put in a limit, put in a market order or a stop limit, depending on where it is I want to buy. And like I said, I'll cover those in later videos. Now, let's say that let's say I owned Ethereum, right? I would have to come into here and go under ETH if I want to purchase any currency once I own Ethereum. So if I own Ethereum right now, I can't go to the Bitcoin market and do this. I can't buy BCD, right, if I own Ethereum. It just won't work. So first, if I want to purchase anything and I own Ethereum, I'll have to be in the Ethereum market. But you can always, if you want, you could always change your Ethereum to Bitcoin, so you can be buying in the Bitcoin market, or you change your Bitcoin to Ethereum and be buying in the Ethereum market. So you're not really restricted if you own one currency over the other. You just have to transfer it to whatever currency and overall market you want to trade in. That's really all it comes down to. Okay? So that in a nutshell, is kind of the whole Binance platform. And once I said, it's a very well-known, trusted, I've never had any issues with Binance, very well-known, very trusted platform, super low commissions, and they have a wide variety of different cryptocurrencies you can trade. And in later videos, I'll go into the actual buying of a currency, the actual selling of a currency, and then we'll look into kind of how do you find some of the hotter currencies to trade. So again, I do a lot of stock trading. This is nothing new to me. I know cryptocurrency. I know how to trade. So for me, this is just jumping right into it. But for some of you guys that haven't been doing this for as long, I'll be pumping out those videos so that you guys too can maybe, get it going, shorten the learning curve. So again, trying to get into cryptocurrency, you can go ahead and sign up with the link below. Link is in the description.